Hello, middle school and high school remote students. I wanted to send you a video today to make sure that you knew exactly what you're supposed to do on Monday and Tuesday of next week to get started with remote learning. To start with, we know that this is going to be different. We know that we're going to have to figure out some things as we go along, but we've created a structure for you and a schedule for you that we hope is easy for you to follow and is able to kick off your remote learning experience in a really good way. So to start with, I want to talk a little bit about when you start school in person normally, you know what the first couple of days of school are like. You go to class and you meet your teacher and they show you where to sit and they talk about expectations and rules and how to move around the class and how to do certain things. And all of those things are going to be happening on Monday and Tuesday with our in-person students. And so what we thought would be really beneficial to all of you as remote students is a couple of days of similar kinds of lessons, but geared towards remote learning. So basically on Monday and Tuesday, while in-person students are learning classroom procedures, you all are going to be learning online learning procedures and tips and tools to make sure that you're going to be successful for the rest of the year. So let me show you what that's going to look like. On Monday morning, starting at 7 a.m., you don't have to sign in at exactly 7 a.m., but 7 a.m. is when lessons will be posted for you to start accessing. You will open up your Chromebook and it should open up directly to this Clever screen. If it doesn't, you can click the Clever button up here at the top right that should load and then sign in with Google. So I'm going to click that button and it's going to take you to your Clever login screen. Once you're inside here, you're going to click Google Classroom to go to your Google Classroom and see your classes. Now, you may have already seen your schedule, and your schedule should have 8 class periods on it. There are A days and B days on your schedule. On Monday, you may or may not see all of those schedules or all of those classes here yet. Your teachers are working on inviting you to those classes, and by Wednesday, you will be in all of your scheduled classes. But for the first 2 days of school, the classroom that you're going to need to look for is this LHS or LMS, it will say one of the two depending on your campus, Remote Student Orientation class. And that class is going to have your lessons for the first 2 days of school. It's all of those lessons that I just described. It's about how to be successful as an online learner. So don't panic if you've looked at your schedule and all of your other classes aren't there yet. I promise they'll be there by the time you start in those individual classes by Wednesday. But let's get started in this remote student orientation class so I can show you a little bit of what it's going to look like for you Monday morning. So when you sign into the orientation class, you're going to look here first in the stream. We'll probably have a message for you. In fact, we might have a copy of this video just in case you need it. Once you read any announcement here, you're going to head over to the classwork tab. So for Monday, you actually have 4 modules to complete. There is a module for what would be your first period class, 1A, a module for 2A, a module for 3A, and a module for 4A. So one thing that you will notice straight off is, as we said before, this is not the same as what we did in the spring. In the spring, you basically had 1 class a day. So there's quite a bit more work. It looks like a lot, but we've broken it down into some manageable chunks for you. So you can imagine, or you can expect, that each class period will take about an hour to complete, which is equivalent to what your in-person students or your in-person friends are doing at school. So again, you've signed in. Anytime after 7 a.m., these lessons will be available, and you'll notice that they're all due by 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night. So you can schedule your day however you want. In fact, one of the lessons is about time management to help you kind of figure out how you're going to schedule your days moving forward and how you're going to organize your time. But just make sure that by the end of the day, you get all of these done. I want to point out something really important to you. Notice This will be something you see in every class period moving forward throughout the year. The engage activity. Each class period has an engage activity that you need to make sure that you do. That is the way we count attendance for each class. So when you do the engage activity for 1A, that will count you present for your first period class on Monday. When you do the engage activity for 2A, that will count you present for your second period class, and so on. We want you, if at all possible, to do your engage activities before 3 p.m. That way we can mark you present before our office staff leaves for the day. But you will still be counted present for the class as long as it gets done before 11:59 p.m. that night. Just know that if you do it later rather than earlier, we might have some check-in calls with you in the evening just to make sure that you were able to access it and that sort of thing. So if you want to avoid those calls, try to get those done by 3 p.m. I promise all of the engage activities are meant to be short and independent assignments that you can do pretty easily on your own. So let me do a quick recap one more time. On Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be working in the LHS or LMS remote student orientation. You're going to sign into Google Classroom either by going through Clever or going directly to the classroom.google.com website. You're going to click on that remote student orientation button, and then you're going to head over, after reading any announcements, to the classwork tab and start working on your modules. On Tuesday, 4 additional modules, 1B, 2B, 3B, and 4B, will also be here for you to do. And then when you're finished with your modules for each day, you might go back to your classes and see if any of your class periods, for the class periods that have already been assigned and the teachers that have invited you to their class, you might take a look at those classes, look inside, see if the teachers have any messages or announcements for you. They might have some things that they're ready to share with you. So just look around Google Classroom, get ready for Wednesday, because starting Wednesday, and we'll send you another video before then, but starting Wednesday, you will go into your individual classes that are assigned for each day. If you have any questions at all before Monday or even on Monday, be sure you reach out to us on the remote student support site. We have a phone number there for you to reach us. We will be available at that phone number all day on Monday for tech support. That number is 254-857-8925. We'll be here in the office until 4, and then we have after hours that we're manning that number from 5 to 6 p.m. on Monday night. So be sure that you give us a call if you need any help. And then also, when you're doing your assignments, we will be monitoring the classroom all day long and answering student questions. So inside any Google Classroom assignment that there is, there's the ability to leave a private comment or a class comment that will send that question directly to one of the teachers in the class, so we can help you out and make sure that you're able to finish your work. We want to make sure that you feel comfortable and that you're successful on your first day of class. So be sure to reach out if you need any help at all. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great first 2 days of school, and we will see you online on Monday.